Pectus Warriors, it's Riley Byrne from FixPectus.com, and in today's video what I wanted to talk about is posture braces, rib flare braces, all things braces, and whether I recommend them. So, dude, I get hit up almost daily about bloody posture braces and everyone wanting to know. And I've actually filmed this video previously, and I've decided to refilm it because, you know, sometimes I'm quite an opinionated person, and sometimes I'm not open-minded enough. And so my thoughts on posture braces initially was, no, that, you know, because why? Stretching alone, exercising, we can correct our posture. Why do we need to buy some brace to do that? You know, it's stupid. And the thing is, if you buy the brace, you rely on that alone without the stretching, it's not going to work. So that's my initial opinion. Then I decided to be a little bit more open-minded because I do have some clients. It's similar to the vacuum bell story with me. Again, I was like that, you know, training can make your pectus look so much better. Then I said a little bit more open-minded to the vacuum bell and realized, you know, it can provide us with that lift of the sternum. So same story here, you know. I realized that the posture braces, if you use them in conjunction, it's the same as the vacuum bell. You've got to use it in conjunction with the training. You know, you can't just use it alone. And same as the posture braces. If you use it in conjunction, I don't see why not. It wouldn't be, you know, helpful. But the thing is, you can't just be relying on that or expect that to do it alone. You need to build these muscles. You need to stretch. And I think there's also a lot of posture braces out there that are cheap, they're bullshit, and they don't work. Okay, so I mean, I'm still of the opinion, don't buy one. Stretch, exercise, do that, it'll work, you know, save yourself some money, don't buy one. But if you want to buy one, you want that help, then sure, go for all means, you know, and if it feels good to you when you're using it, you don't mind, it's not that uncomfortable, then use it, make sure you're doing the stretching, make sure you're exercising as well, and you know, you're good to go. I could be one of those guys, like I was trying to look up and do research into posture braces, but every fucking article I found was affiliated with a posture brace, which means clearly there's a bias towards it. And so, you know, it was hard to get like non-biased actual studies in association with posture braces. To be fair, I didn't spend that long researching. I'm sure if I spent hours researching, I would have found something. But from my own opinion, I mean, it makes sense physiologically that it would work, but it wouldn't work without the use of exercise because, you know, we need to strengthen weak muscles to pull us into that postural alignment. Okay, so without that, I think as soon as you take the posture brace off, like, you're just going to slunk back. You know, we also need to loosen tight muscles. You know, with pectus, we have the tight chest that pulls us into a rounded shoulder position. The posture brace ain't going to loosen your chest, you know, it's going to stay tight. So we need to actually do stretches to loosen these muscles, you know, same as anterior pelvic tilt. We got those tight hips. You can't get a posture brace for your tight hips. Well, I don't think you can anyway. So we need to loosen them. We need to stretch those hips out, you know? And we need to strengthen our core to fix with the anterior pelvic tilt and the rib flares. So it's not going to be some miracle, okay? Now I'm leaning back to the fight of don't get one. But, you know, do what you want. I do think exercise and stretching is good enough, so that's my opinion. Now, something quite interesting, it was a rib flare brace, okay? So I kept having people ask me about particularly this Lace IT rib flare brace. So it's a brace you put around your ribs to try and, you know, bring your rib flare in. So, you know, as I've said before, I think training abs and developing a strong core and fixing anterior pelvic tilt is really effective for rib flare. But this brace is kind of interesting. So I reached out to the company, they have sent me one, and I haven't really tried it, if I'm completely honest. I tried it once and I was like, I'm not a fan. It's uncomfortable. I'll go get it. I'll go get it and show you guys. Alright, so here it is. I've got to give props to Lace IT. It is designed really nicely. So essentially you wrap it around yourself, pull it nice and tight. And voila! So the goal of it, from my research is, and I mean it's pretty self-explanatory, you wear this for long enough and it's uncomfortable. See, I'm struggling to talk. But, I mean, I'm holding it pretty tight, but I imagine if you want to elicit change, especially to a bone structure, you would have to wear it tight to elicit a change to your bone structure, you know, because, I mean, bones are bones. They're not like some super soft, it's not like jelly and you just reform it or whatever. And you have to wear it quite often. Now, for me, it's pretty uncomfortable, so it's not something I would want to wear all the time. And I haven't tried it out enough for you guys because I'm happy with what I've done with my rib flare through my training. you know, I'm happy with my physique. And the same as the vacuum belt. I'm failing to experiment with it because I don't care, because exercise is so effective. But I know some of you guys do want these external devices to help. And also I know some of you guys may have a deeper pectus in which the vacuum belt will be helpful to bring that out a little bit more. And I know some of you guys also may have extremely flared ribs too. So, I mean, I don't not think it would work, but I'm also, something which put me off using it is like, what's under here, you know? We got intestines, organs. Do we want to fuck with that? Do we want to squish that? Same thing scared me with the vacuum belt and like the heart. Like, what's under there? Do we want to fuck with that structure? But apparently it's all safe with the vacuum belt. I asked one of the companies that create them, and they showed me a study which, you know, looked pretty good. And so, I mean, in my opinion, this is kind of scary for what's under there, but I mean, depends how bad you want your rib flare to change. If you haven't tried just training your abs, developing your obliques, developing a strong core, and developing pecs that protrude more than the ribs, then what are you doing? Try that first before you go and buy this. But I mean, it's well made. It's good construction. If you're going to get one, I will get it from Lace IT. And they did give me a link. Obviously, I'm not promoting it very well. I'm sorry, Lace IT, but they did give me a link. So if you were going to buy one, it is a link in the description. But I just want to be completely honest and transparent with you guys. I'm not here to just make money from you guys with commission links, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. All right, I'm taking this off. That's my thoughts with it. Interesting device. And that's my thoughts on those braces and stuff in general, you know. They do what they do, but there's not much that exercise can't do, and in my opinion, it's a better solution. But it's totally up to you. I hope this video gave you a little bit of clarity on braces and, you know, helped you decide on what you want to do. It's definitely not something that I have experimented with a lot. So, you know, don't take my word as gospel. This is just my opinion. And, you know, maybe consult your doctor about it. See what they think, you know. They're a medical professional. Do your own research too. So, yeah guys, that's the video. Stay tuned for more. Lots of love. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one.